Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Cowboys are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Ravens, who will need to solve that secondary. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. They get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Here's Luck now on second down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
From the 50, it's Luck. Henry's got it out on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They try right side here. Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In scouting parlance, if you really like a player, they ask if you're going to pound the table for him. Well, when Todd Gurley came out of Georgia, I stood on a table and did backflips. Even with the knee injury he suffered his last year there, I thought he was one of the best runners I'd seen come into the game since Adrian Peterson.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, Luck dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
I've always loved Brandon Mebane. From the time I watched him play in college through many, many productive years in the NFL, one of the best defensive tackles in the game.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Off of play action, Luck. And right side, Henry's got it. A very solid gain of 27.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, here's Luck. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led onto the field by a 2nd-round pick back in 2007 out of Michigan State, quarterback Drew Stanton.
And when you think of Drew Stanton, you have to think of his spirit. Go back to his days at Michigan State, and you'll find an incredible comeback on his resume as a college quarterback, leading his Spartans back from a big deficit against Northwestern, and he carried that over to the NFL. Always ready to go, and when he gets his opportunity, he's usually productive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. All right, eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Play action. It's Luck. Under pressure, they got him again. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. One quarter down. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And tough starting field position here. One back is Lacy. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Now Stanton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFleur. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On second down, Lacy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
Stanton. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps our defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground, it's Lacy. Muscles him off. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through. All that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Back to throw again. And that's complete to LaFell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now Stanton. He's got time. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And now the offense gets set for play number 15 on this drive. It has been a long, long stanza for this unit.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Stanton, he's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that brings up 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Well, following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
Here's Love. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now a handoff for Gurley. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Begin the drive with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Cowboys are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Ravens have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Ravens with their opening drive. With plenty of pressure this half and another sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. Sticking with the same drive, Luck connects on a pass into coverage, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The Ravens land the first punch. Ravens with the ball late in the half. They're going to get to the QB once again. This will go for a loss of 8. Still late in the first half, Gurley's got nothing but space here, and he'll run it in from 90 yards out. Ravens push their lead to 11.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They'll look to throw here. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They come out here in the eye. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. Last drive, touchdown, surrender. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on second down is Locke. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Here's Luck now on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First and goal here from the 9. On first and goal, Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
The one running back is Gurley. On second down, here's Locke. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's 21-3. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll try to get the offense going with Lacy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Stanton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Block on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Stanton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They run. It's Lacy. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, say what you will about Eddie Lacy, but when he gets a head of steam going, he can be a load to bring down. So they turn to him on 4th down, and he's able to do what he does best, and that's fight for tough yards.
Green 39. Green 39. Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw now on first down. And going over the middle here to Curley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left. Start right there. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. A dump off to Lacy. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They come out here in the I. They'll run it with Lacy. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Eddie Lacy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a touchdown run coming from Eddie Lacy. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out here in the I. Gurley again here on first down. About 3 yards there to the 27. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. 2 yards to go here on third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look, following the penalty, it's Gurley. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now Stanton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. One back is Lacy. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Stanton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On play action, they'll throw. Can't find anyone open. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Another carry now for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And Gurley having a big day, and they're winning. That's a big reason why. 2012, his freshman year at Georgia, first game he was a backup. He came off the bench, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard kick return. He started every game in his career, sir.
And he should have, because he is one of the most dynamic forces to enter the NFL, the running back position, in many years. And I think he's only going to keep getting better.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Ravens, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.